Hello all and welcome to Simple Sewing. As you probably have noticed, I'm working on restyling a nightgown from a nightgown and cover set because the top was not fitting enough for me. So I am going to do that by hand, and I thought, why not show simple hand sewing? Well, I always buy a lot of threads in the thrift store, so you always have something that is near the color of the garment. And what you do is you choose some colors you think might work, and you pull out the thread and you see how it differs on your material. Then go to the needle. You want to have as fine as possible needle because then the holes in the garment will be smaller. But keep in mind you have to handle it with your fingers. So choose a needle which is comfortable in your fingers so your stitches will be as good as possible. Then in my case, put on your glasses for very close by. I only need glasses for very close by. And then pull your thread through the needle. If there is no pressure on the part you are going to sew, you can do a single thread. Make the thread about arm's length, not way shorter because you don't want to tie off every single time again after a few stitches. But if your thread is longer, you have the risk of it knotting up and you have to remove all the stitches you have done. So that's the general idea. It depends on the kind of thread, of course. And when you have the idea that there will be pull on the materials which you sew together, you can use the thread double. At the end of the thread, make several knots and try to get them on the same place. Don't worry if you make enough knots, they will end up getting together. Enough to not being able to pull it through the material. Okay, you start from the underside. It is a little bit difficult for me because I'm left-handed and the stand for the phone is on the left side. So you start a little bit further than you actually want to. From the underside, you push up and you pull through until you can't go any further because the knots. Then you stitch a little bit back and then you go under and then about the same length further and you pull. Of course, as you can see, you start getting stuck at a lot of places, and with a double thread you have to balance a little bit because it gets uneven from time to time. So that's a higher difficulty also. So if you are inexperienced, better take a single thread. As you can see, I already got a little knot here. But anyway, you see the movement and it's not that bad here because it's in the embroidery. So again, back and under, about the same length of stitches you plan on doing. And as you see, I'm kind of realistic about it. Oh, and a little advice, maybe I should show it close up. Always stitch back to the end of the other stitch, so they are kind of very close to each other and form a hole. So again, very close back to where the other end ends. Also keep checking from time to time that the material you're attaching it to is still on the same place and that you're getting two layers. If it's shifted, it might be that you end up doing a lot of one layer. So keep everything in order. Also keep in mind that you stay about the same distance away from the edge, so it's a nice kind of straight line of stitches you're getting. And this is about the result you might want to have. As I said, I'm not very handy myself, but I like doing it from time to time, and I'm realistically showing you about the problems you could get and how it looks, and yeah, I just want to be open about that. The fact that what you see on videos sometimes is not always realistic and you feel yourself clumsy or unhandy, while in reality it is difficult. Okay, to the tying off, keep enough thread to make that work. If you doubt, just be on the safe side. What I'm still stitching backwards, but I'm keeping it at the back side of the material. And then I just go under it, under the stitches already there. Don't worry if you pick up a little bit of the material, as long as it's not visible on the other side. So you only pick up the upper layer of the material. Then pull it through, and as you can see, there is a loop here. I'm just sticking the needle through it. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm pulling it through. This way it creates a kind of knot. And I'm doing that several times, trying to keep it as small as possible. As I said, I have problems with the camera being on the standard on the left side and me being left-handed. So just pull it very straight because you don't want it to loosen. Well, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye!